Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA video, we're going to be taking a look at what Rockstar's release plan timeline was for GTA 6, as well as looking at a very interesting rumor that might dive into some of the details of our main characters and a whole lot more. So I want to quickly jump into a post from Rockstar Games insider Tez Funds 2, who was talking on the Red Dead Online Next Updates speculation chat thread on the GTA forum site, and he was discussing two projects that a reliable source informed him of a long time ago. It was the Rockstar editor and a next-generation version of Red Dead Redemption 2, and at the end of that, he talks about this. The planned deadline for the next GTA a year ago was holiday 2023 release, with the high likelihood of being delayed back into early 2024. Either way, we are approaching the final year of development where focus gradually increases and more resources are allocated towards the new title. Combine this with the fact that Rockstar is not showing any signs of slowing down the development of GTA Online updates with the announcement of GTA Plus membership, unless we end up receiving Red Dead Online Plus. So a year ago, which would have been pretty early on in 2021, Rockstar had plans to release the game in holiday 2023. But knowing Rockstar and knowing that every game has pretty much been delayed, it would likely be slipped back into 2024. Well, now that we got the official confirmation of Grand Theft Auto 6's existence a little over 2 months ago, with Rockstar saying the next Grand Theft Auto's development is well underway and that we would hear more about it soon, and since then there's been a ton of rumors and reports that come May, when Rockstar and Take-Two Interactive have their earnings call, we're going to see more information regarding that new title. But now it makes you wonder, since it was just announced a couple of months ago, and it was a very informal announcement. We don't even have the official title. We don't have any details on the game itself. It makes you wonder if this has been pushed back even further. Now, it could have other factors other than just when Rockstar wants to release it. We've obviously been dealing with a very unprecedented world over the last couple of years. There's been supply chain issues of people not being able to get their hands on the newest consoles. We know that there's likely going to be like a Xbox Series X or X Pro, PlayStation 5 Pro, whatever it's going to be called. That's very likely going to be coming out pretty soon. And so maybe that's what Rockstar is waiting on. They're waiting for more people to get their hands on the console so that they can get it in as many people's hands as possible. I mean, think about what they did with GTA 5. They essentially released it on the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3's last leg. I mean, that console was only out for like another month before it was time for the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. But a ton of people had an Xbox 360 and a PlayStation 3, so a ton of people got GTA 5, and then a ton of people got it again when they got the new consoles. So don't be surprised if Rockstar does something similar here. So I figured this is going to be a pretty discussion-heavy video, so I'd love to obviously hear from you guys in those comments down below. When do you think Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to come out? 2023, 2024, 2025, sometime beyond that? I sure hope not. And if you want to get even more specific, let me know what month, or you could even guess the entire day, month, and year it comes out. And if you're right, we'll actually go back to this video maybe when they make the official announcement to see if anyone got it right on the nose. So definitely let me know what you guys think in those comments down below. Now, since then, there's obviously been a lot of discussion going around within the GTA 6 community about what the details of the story are going to be like. And according to a rumor, the game is going to have multiple protagonists, which was first introduced in GTA 5. We also saw that in Red Dead Redemption 2, not being able to essentially play them at the same time, but going from Arthur Morgan to John Marston. Well, you guys know we've been following an insider over the last couple of days and weeks, so definitely take it with a grain of salt, but this is what he had to say the other day on social media. Recently, I received information about the next entry in the GTA series. The idea that Rockstar Games proposed was the story of two brothers, one male and one female, who separated after their parents were killed in the prologue in 2003. And then the idea proposed by Rockstar was never to have several decades unleashed in the game, but rather destructive environments and map changes based off of the course of the story. And I can't wait for Rockstar to start real marketing soon. Until 2024, see you. Okay, so with that last bit right there, again, seemingly confirming that 2024 is going to be the release year for Grand Theft Auto 6, which definitely would make sense. And I know that seems like a really long time away, but it'll go a lot faster, I promise you, once Rockstar actually starts talking about this entire thing. Right now, we just have so little to go off of that it really is tough. But once Rockstar gives us screenshots and once they give us, more information about the game, I really do believe it's going to go a little bit quicker. And it sounds like instead of going to multiple decades, it's kind of going to be what happened in Red Dead Redemption 2, where we had a main story that took place and the world changes as you end up making changes. And then when we transitioned to John Marston, it went ahead even more years, and then we saw even more changes to the world. So instead of going from like 80s, 90s, 2000s, it'll be a more natural, destructive environment like progression, which I think is awesome. But then as far as the first part ends up going, so I was using Google Translate, so it looks like there's going to be two main characters. You've got a brother and a sister, obviously being male and female. That could be very interesting. We've had familial ties before in the Grand Theft Auto series, but for our main characters to be directly related, I don't think that's something we've seen before. I mean, like I said, family has been a big part of the GTA series, whether it's Lance Vance and Victor Vance, whether it's just Michael DeSanta's entire family essentially being involved in the story, Nico Bellic meeting up with his cousin Roman at the very beginning of Grand Theft Auto 4, CJ obviously going back to Grove Street with his old crew members. So family's a big part of the story, but this is definitely like a big part of the story. And then they were separated after their parents were killed in the prologue in 2003. Now, the prologue being set before the main story, that kind of sounds similar to GTA 5. This also sounds like Star Wars a little bit. You've got like Luke and Leia separated when their parents were essentially killed. So I don't know if that's where Rockstar's taking inspiration from, if this indeed is true. Now, like I said, you got to take everything you see here with a grain of salt. This could be real. This could not be real. Some of this information could have some truth to it. Some of it could not. So again, take it very much with a grain of salt. To me, it sounds very similar to Grand Theft Auto 5. Because remember, the prologue in GTA 5 took place in North Yankton in 2004. So this prologue is going to take place a year later. That just sounds very similar to me. So I feel like Rockstar would want to change things up just a little bit here. Maybe they wouldn't necessarily want to have a prologue. Maybe they would just do it like GTA 4, where you just jump right into the entire game itself, and you don't really have to do this like before the story. Who knows? I really think it would depend on, obviously, the characters and the scene that Rockstar sets up. But like I said, definitely let me know what you guys think in those comments down below regarding not only when GTA 6 is going to come out, but also what do you think our main characters are going to be like? Let me know what you're thinking in those comments down below. Or you can reach out to me on my Facebook page, where you can send photos, messages, videos, and a whole lot more. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.